What's up everyone? My name is Nori, and in today's video, I'll be showing you 5 ways to master your own life and be more productive in the process. Are you ready? Let's begin. In my 25 years on this planet, I came across 2 rules. One being the 5-minute rule, and the second being the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. Basically, if the task at hand will take you less than 5 minutes to do, then just do it right then and there, so that task won't be taking up space in your subconscious. This can trigger overwhelm if there's way too many things in your to-do list that's taking up space in your mind. Or it can trigger forgetfulness if there's so many things to keep track of. Get it done right away. And in that way, you'll free up your mind for more important things, like starting your business. Now, to add on to this rule, once you think of a task, do it within the next 5 seconds. Once you get started, you'll find that you are able to get into the flow of things more easily. Flow and focus do not come first. They only come after action. So really, all you have to do is start. After the 5 seconds, your rational mind will begin to kick in, giving you all the reasons why you should not do that thing. So in order to beat that process, do it right now. Which brings me to my next point. Motivation is BS. Now, I'm not saying that motivation doesn't exist, but you cannot rely on motivation to come before starting on your task. You will be waiting forever. There will always be a conscious effort and little bit of push that you will have to go through before undertaking any difficult or more daunting tasks. I remember hearing before that being an adult means you have to parent yourself. This guy. When you're young, most people had their parents there to tell them to do all the things that they didn't want to do, which could be doing your homework, even brushing your teeth. Your parents typically have your best interest at heart, and that's why they had to push you to do these things that you didn't want to do. But these things would benefit you in the long run. They did all this despite your whining and resistance. Now, you have to do that for yourself. You know that you should probably eat healthier or go to the gym, maybe practice yoga, do your meditation. You already know that's good for you, but it's that little bit of resistance that typically stops people from taking action. You have to parent yourself in order to build a better life for you. You need to have discipline. Now, you may feel a lot of resistance to do these boring things, like reading that self-help book you bought a year ago, writing that blog post you had in mind for the past month or 2. If you feel that way, it might be time for a dopamine detox. In today's world, we're bombarded with ways to get instant gratification. Scrolling on social media, binging a series on Netflix, playing video games. These things give us a huge hit of dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter directly related to our motivation. It encourages us to take action. So if we're constantly on social media or YouTube playing games, we're getting these huge doses of dopamine as if we are doing a really rewarding action. And then we become like drug addicts. We're way overstimulated. This means that you need more and more dopamine to feel good. And then those boring tasks like reading planning out your business, or even just washing the dishes become almost painful to do because it's not enough anymore for you to feel rewarded. So, to do a dopamine detox, this means refraining from scrolling on social media, watching TV, playing that game. Put it down. You need to do so in order to get your brain off these high doses of dopamine. Basically, you are resetting your brain in order to be sensitive to dopamine again. Basically, making those tasks that you know will benefit you in the long run more rewarding than it has felt when you were overdosing on this high. I'll use myself as an example. I plan out my consumption. So what I need to do for every hour of YouTube, I'll do 2 hours of work. I do all these things first, and then I reward myself with my precious YouTube consumption. I only reward myself after all these tasks are done. So I'm not saying that you have to give up your video games, your Netflix, or your social media scrolling, but you need to readjust the way that you consume media. And this is all about your priorities. You need to prioritize what is important to you. Let's say you have the goal to start your website. Does the actions that you do day to day bring you closer to that goal? What value does your media consumption give in your life? Think. If you continue to do the same things that you have been doing in the past year before that, 4 years ago, will you be where you want to be? If the answer is no, that means you need to reevaluate your priorities. What is important to you? And guess what? Meditation is the key to mastering those last 4 points, as it will give you the mental power to follow through and build the life that you want. In previous videos, I talked about how you can reprogram the brain in order to get rid of old habits and thought patterns that are no longer serving you, which are no longer helping you build the life that you want to live. I do have a guided meditation designed to help you break these old habits, thoughts, and addictions in order for you to reprogram the mind to make space for your new priorities and to build the dream life that you want to live. I will link that video down below. Be sure to check it out after this one. I talked a lot about resistance in this video, and it's actually the ego that is resisting these changes. The ego is not your enemy. I know lots of spiritual videos talk about killing the ego, but I repeat, the ego is not your enemy. Your ego is your protective self. Your ego is there to protect you, who you are right now in this very moment. It wants you to stay the same. And any changes, any threats to this current existence is a threat to the ego. And that's why you feel resistance, even to things that are supposed to be good for you. So through meditation, you'll learn to be aware of this protective self. And it's through awareness that you'll become aware of these resisting thoughts and patterns. And of course, meditation improves your focus. As you close the eyes, you cut off that external stimuli, allowing you to become aware of your thoughts and emotions. And these could be things that you have buried deep into your subconscious. I have news for you. These things never really go away. You can keep burying them deeper and deeper, but you continue to use up energy and mental space by ignoring these things rather than bringing them up to center, up towards your focus and looking them straight in the eye and dealing with your problems, dealing with these intrusive thoughts and maybe negative emotions. Burying them away will continue to take away your energy. So through meditation, we become aware. We become aware of these limiting thought patterns, limiting belief systems. We can look them straight in the face and finally clear them away, release them in order to make space for your new self, your new habits, your new thought patterns and belief systems that are in alignment to your higher being. And that is the secret to focus. So if the previous points sound impossible right now, start right here. Start with meditation. Even if it's just 1 minute of long, deep breathing, or a more dynamic type of meditation, a moving meditation that we do in Kundalini Yoga. This is the way for you to be the master of your own life. So Sat Nam, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nori and I am a Kundalini Yoga teacher. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more videos like this, where we dive deeper into Kundalini Yoga and the power of meditation in order for you to build a better life. Thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you all next time.